Hey folks, do y'all remember that time that we all hung out in the abandoned prison? Oh wow, that trick really worked. Thank you, Peter Griffin. Gotta do a little fun cutaway gag here. Good morning, everybody. This is C4 Explorer, and today I've decided to infiltrate an abandoned prison that still has power on, apparently. I'm not sure exactly, as usual, where we're gonna go. I mean, we're gonna walk around. This looks like the visitation area. Prisoners would talk to their loved ones and their lawyers and stuff. But I'm gonna try to really make this count. This property, I don't know a whole lot of specific history, of course. I mean, people were incarcerated here, obviously. I do know that this place closed down in, I think it was about 2019. It might have been a little bit later. Might have been a COVID closure. Sorry, I'm messing with my light. So it could have been 2020. I do remember when this was still active. Of course, I don't want to call out the location. The people would know where this is. I mean, you know it already. There is an abandoned hospital not too far from here, which I've explored and videoed. And I've been waiting to see if this place was going to open up or not. And today is my lucky day. We're kind of walking through cell blocks here. Why do they always have a picture of me in these places? I make that joke too much. I'm really hoping there's nobody else in here. I don't think there is. But we're just kind of looking at bunk beds. This is, of course, like I said earlier, this is my first explore of this place. Funny, it's not my first explore of a prison or even a prison with power on. I'm not sure what this was as far as like security. I'm guessing it was at least medium. It might have been max security. Oops, I kicked a bottle or a cup. Wow, this is really cool. It definitely smells musty in here, but you can see that there's like virtually no vandalism. I'm gonna turn on my headlight. If I can find the button to turn it on. Okay, there we go. These little cells, they're not very big at all. I wonder if some of this stuff is like from left over from the inmates. They draw in their cells. Yeah, you got pictures here. A little man or girl. Star, the anarchy sign, cross. Let's see. We found our first flight of stairs. So we're gonna go ahead and go up the stairs. Let's see. Oh wow, this is cool. I'm gonna have a good old time. And I hope y'all do too. Oops. And I hope this door opens. No, it doesn't. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna backtrack, so well, here, I'll show you outside. We might be out there later, but here is the yard. And you can see a guard tower over there. I'm gonna backtrack, so I'm gonna pause y'all for a minute. So I'll be right back. Hello, folks. I'm back. I haven't gone all the way down the hall yet, but I just happened to notice this in one of the cells. You can pause to read this if you like. Definitely like something that an inmate probably wrote. Sorry about the shadow. That's my phone interfering with my my light. I got my headlight on that I got from my brother who lives in Arizona. Give a shout out to you, man. It's hotter than hell here, and we got a lot of humidity. I'll tell you what, I talked to him yesterday, and he said it was 116 outside near Phoenix with 7% humidity, so, you know. It's a dry heat, and it really is, apparently. I've only been to Arizona once. I was a very small child. He said they'd been out here on the East Coast. Oh, precursor to just before closure. C4 Explorer. They had been out here on the East Coast, and they put a bunch of their junk in storage. And why do I say so much? I think we all do that. We say we say literally. But anyway, but is another one. Okay, I'm gonna quit doing that, y'all. Anyways, so they'd been out on the East Coast and put a bunch of their stuff in storage in Arizona in those kind of like those bins that you would get at like I think he said Costco. And when they came back, the bins had melted because it was so hot in the storage unit. He said that the contents were okay. He was expecting stuff to have exploded, you know, inside the bins, but everything was fine. It's just and he showed me a picture. It was pretty melted. So, anyways, we're walking through what appears to be the admin area of this cool prison. This is so awesome. Wow. I might have to kind of do like a part 2-ish video. I forgot my other phone, my broken phone. This area is not to be used for storage. So I have this phone, which gives me about almost 40 minutes worth of abandoned fun in the sun. And then I could use my camera to make other videos if I need to, but I forgot my other phone, and it's a mirror. Let's see. Oh, look at this. And that one I can't use to call in, call out, or whatever, you know, or text or whatever, but I can use it still to make videos. It's a very weird story about what happened, why that thing broke. We're in the cafeteria now. We have inmate files laying around. We have an evac chair. It's pretty cool. Head restraint. I hope this comes out well. I mean, I know it seems to me that it's pretty smeary. Oh wow, there's the kitchen. Oops. I hope this comes out well, y'all. And if it doesn't, I apologize. It's one of these places that if I don't end up in prison today, like a real one, then I'll probably be back. Perhaps I could do a better video. But y'all know how I am. This looks like a dietitian's office. We got those cutouts for the various tools and things that they use. I like doing I just don't have the patience, and a lot of times I don't have the time for editing. So I rely on, just kind of doing walkthroughs like this, just straight up walkthroughs. I mean, I can pause, if I'm backtracking or something, but that's about it. Oh wow, that is cool. And I actually saw a video yesterday, in fact, of this place, and I was really excited because that meant that apparently there was a way to get in here. Wow, this cafeteria is huge. All these prison chairs that kind of remind me of school. They're kind of devoid of color. They're just, like gray and silver, chrome, whatever. But yeah, I saw that video. I was like, man, I got to get up there. I got to figure this out. There are meal trays. You've been locked up. Don't be locked out. Meal trays. Yeah, and I kind of told the story in my hospital video that I'd been in the hospital several times during the COVID lockdowns, and it was difficult, but if you know what you were doing, it was pretty easy to access. And at one point, you could just tell it was blowing up. Scrappers were coming in, vandals were coming in, and eventually it got locked down. And I went up there one day for a scouting mission, and I ended up getting caught by I'm going to see if this door, I can't remember if I tried to open this door. Nope. I ended up getting caught by a caretaker who had called the police, and the police showed up, and they were pretty pissed. Fortunately, they let me off with a warning. Oh wow, there's some cameras over there. That power, I don't know if that means it's working or not. We've not been in here. Laundry basket. And they told me, that if I come back, I was going to be in a lot of trouble and yada, yada, yada. And he actually mentioned the prison and said, yeah, you definitely don't want to show up there because all kinds of security and stuff. And so I left thinking it had been locked down forever and it wasn't going to come back. And fortunately, it did. I think ownership changed hands. Another wheelchair. I love a wheelchair. I don't know why is it so blurry? It looks really blurry on my camera. Okay. Well, I'm going to pause this and check something. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, I'm back. And I don't think that really helped. Jeez. Wait a minute. I don't know where my light is. Like, I'm holding one of them, but I just left it sitting somewhere, I think. Probably near my point of entry. My big light. Crap. Oh, that's okay, though. Anyways, yeah, what I was saying was that it ended up, I think ownership changed hands, and they couldn't justify the security measures, and so it was, quote unquote, reopened. And of course, I went to explore it, and then, like I said, I saw this video yesterday, and I'd like to give a shout out again to Luke Explores, Luke Explores. Um, he has a lot of really cool videos. He's been to quite a few places I've been to, of course, when you're an explorer, especially when you do YouTube or you do Insta or whatever, yeah, you're gonna run into the same people in the same places and stuff. But anyways, he does a great job. Definitely subscribe to his channel. Um, and let's see here. We have I don't know if I don't know who signed all that. This looks like a open casting call for Princess and the Pea. We got a calendar over there. I can't read it. I'm not going to walk over all this stuff. Yeah, I decided to pre-dawn this place. Pretty much it was light enough outside to survive while I was walking. I'm not even on the second floor yet. And this place is huge. One area that I was just in smelled very heavily of urine. Which, let's face it, you kind of expect that in a prison. That looks like an x-ray portal here. Oh no, this says library. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna try. Crap. Okay, sorry, folks. There's information on some of these books that I really don't. I don't want to call out the name of this place. So I'm gonna really try to This is why this looks so stupid. Is because I'm trying to edit out the name. If it shows up, it shows up. I guess. I will say, regardless of whether it's because of me or because of somebody else or just because you sleuthed it out, if you come here for the love of God, people, don't vandalize. Just come in and appreciate it. Be very careful. Obviously you want to take the proper precautions when you're exploring. But geez, there's no call for, oh, look out there, that's the front entrance. You can see off in the distance, that's a prison bus. Right there. It was a prisoner transport. There's no call for graffiti. There's no call for smashing things, and nobody cares what your Insta name is, or your TikTok tag, or whatever. And a lot of explorers do it. You find a chalkboard or something like that, or a whiteboard, and you write your name on it, maybe your YouTube name or whatever. And to me, that's fine because it's erasable. You're not being destructive. You're just writing stuff down, Oh, wait, did I come from? Yeah, that's the mattress room. Okay. Sorry, folks. There's a lot of footprints in here. There have been people here. But yeah, and I know I'm lecturing, so, people are going to do what they want to do regardless, right? But for the love of God, just appreciate abandoned places. These look like some hardcore cells. And 5 bunk beds, 10 people. I don't know if this is kind of a holding cell for inmates before or during, charge, whatever they do, charges and sentencing and all that fun stuff. Or maybe it wouldn't be solitary because you'd be in with other prisoners. Empty room. I think. Oh, wow. I haven't even been upstairs yet, and shower room. Cool. I believe this was a men's prison. wait, see, I love this, like this peely paint we've got here. Beautiful peely paint. We got what used to be a payphone. I know some of my viewers, well, a lot of viewers, I mean, you remember the payphones, and there's still some of them around every so often. I don't think most of them work, but yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. Oh, wow. You got that golden hour sunlight coming in. She gave me coffee and she gave me tea. Gave me everything but the jailhouse key. Oh, bubblegum. All the bubblegum's gone, but we got plenty of whatever the hell that is. Lock. I don't know. I hope I'm not moving too fast for you all. I know that's got to be annoying when you have somebody who just constantly is turning the camera and it shakes and stuff. But I got it on a tripod here. Oh, wow. Something from the game room. Got chess and checkers. Devil lives here. I heard he got released a couple years ago. Let's see. Oh, wow, we got a breakfast menu, or a food menu. So what you get to eat? Scrambled eggs, grits, bacon and eggs, tuna salad, lemon cookie. Oh, Taco Mondays. Wow. I know it's not fun to be in prison. I've never been in prison. I've been in a lot of abandoned ones. I've been to one Scared Straight program when I was a high school kid. And of course, I've known people who have been in prison. So, of course, I don't want to make this out to be like it's fun. I mean, like, oh boy, look, let's just, play around and be stupid. It's like, no, I mean, of course, I'm exploring it because I love abandoned places, but, prisons, much like hospitals or anywhere else, are, generally sad places. And, people suffer in here. And I mean, yeah, sure, murderers and rapists and stuff like that. I mean, you do what you do that, and yeah, you're going to get in trouble. And, it's like, yeah, maybe you deserve it or whatever, but, it's unfortunate that kind of stuff has to happen at all. And, we have, I'm giving a lecture again. I'm sorry, people. I mean, prisons are what they are. So, yeah, this is really cool to me, but, always know that in the back of my head, I believe in respecting these places, and understanding. I might not have a whole lot of history on them or whatever, but just kind of understanding, seeing what happens to places after they're abandoned. And wondering why they left. Where did they go? Oh, wow. Turn in all empty bottles for new supplies. We're finally on the second floor. Now I got some 2020 gold over here. But this one, I guess, when it comes to wondering why they left, I told you it's about a 4 or 5 year old abandonment. And we all know what happened about 4 or 5 years ago. And to a degree is still happening. With the COVID epidemic or pandemic. Wow, we got medical equipment. We got an eye chart. We have a I can't say it, stethoscope. Blood pressure cup. Oh, wow. We've reached the infirmary, obviously. Got some pictures. Do we have anybody outside waiting for me to come out? That's as far as I can tell. America spelled backwards. We got a little safe here. We got nasal sinus rinse. Yeah. That's where Andy Dufresne's kept his fake Bible with the hammer in it. Oh yeah, it's time for Shawshank references. Which I've actually been to that prison too. It's really cool. That one you can legally tour. I would not recommend trying to get in on your own, like illegally, because yeah, they have tons of security, and there is an active prison right behind it. So you probably don't want to end up in there. The active prison. Very worth the explore, by the way. They do a lot of, I think they do ghost hunting tours. I did a self-guided tour, but they do, there's lots of history involved in the building of the prison, and history that happened during the time it was open. And they also do a lot of movie memorabilia type stuff, because Shawshank Redemption, a large part of the movie was based in Mansfield, Ohio. Or not, well, it was set in Maine, but it was based off the Stephen King story. But it was filmed primarily in northern Ohio. Oh, another prison turlet. Oh, this is so beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna get really cocky, and this is what happened in my last video. The last video I uploaded, which you guys haven't seen at this point, but yeah, that one I should not have been able to do, let's face it. I got some pamphlets about prison life and medicines. Yeah, that place supposedly. First of all, I want to say, and I've already put like a memo or whatever in the video. It was not a Kirkbride. I thought it was a Kirkbride. It turned out it was not a Kirkbride. I was misinformed. I was wrong, and I apologize for that. But it was still an awesome hospital and asylum. It had all kinds of security and stuff. I mean, it was one of those where I really wasn't even sure I was going to get in, and then I did. And then as I was leaving, I actually got lost in there. So there's like 2 videos for this. And I was wandering around trying to find my way out, and I found another little area in the hospital, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to film this too. And I did that. And then I GTFO'd finally. And there's security sitting right by my car. And he's like, is this your car? And I said, yeah. He says, well, we almost had it towed. We didn't know whose it was. He said, cross-gender announcement if required. Oh. He said, we thought, we didn't know whose it was. He said, you realize this is private property, right? I said, no, not really. I mean, I wasn't sure. And he says, well, do you have permission to be here? I said, no, I don't. I was just kind of walking around. He says, well, you didn't see all the no trespassing signs. And I said, well, I mean, I did, but I seriously thought they were just for don't go into buildings, don't break stuff, don't be stupid, don't steal stuff. And he said, no. He said, this property it's all private property. And yeah, pencil sharpeners. He said it's all private property. and you can't be here without permission. And I apologized, and I told him, I said, well, I mean, there's a soccer field next door. There's a soccer field right over there. And I said, I kind of assumed this parking lot was for, God, it's so blurry. For like the soccer field that would be public parking. And he said it's really not. He said, look, now that I know that you're trespassing, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And my immediate response was, yes, sir. Have a nice day. No, I wasn't in the building. Not at all. Why would you ask? Which just tells you, and once again, I'm not trying to encourage you to do something like this and that you're always going to have the same results that, Joe C. had when he did it. But sometimes acting stupid really pays off, because you're more inclined to, you're not being belligerent or aggressive or, God, I'm going to hate this video, aren't I? How blurry is this going to come out? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, there's a third floor. Okay. Special operations. Like acting, just kind of dumb or ignorant, whatever word you want to use. It gives you that credibility. You're not being hostile. You're not running away and telling everybody, hey, look, I know I broke the law. And they're more usually going to be more inclined to have, leniency on you. Oh. Why does this video look so blurry, y'all? Okay, this is... Well, sometimes a good line or a good rule of thumb, whatever you want to call it, with security or with urbex and interactions is... There's that prison bus. I hear the cars on that road. No. Is it's easier / better, whatever, to beg forgiveness than it is to ask permission, because you're, look, bar soap. Can you get that bar soap? Oh, wow. Correction Enterprises, that is cool. That is so awesome. Like, they actually, it's not Zest or, Ivory or whatever. It's Correction Enterprises brand soap. Get you clean, but don't drop it. I'm going to have to say that at some point. Oh, I'm really kind of looking for control panels, which I'm sure I saw one, but I couldn't get into it. I'm sure those are down by the cell block somewhere. And, okay. This is pretty cool. This is like the admin. Okay, I'm going to cover that and show you. There's a map. I don't even know what I was saying. God, I'm so hot and excited and terrified. And, Darling Rhonda, one of my very, what do you call it? Prolific subscribers. One is always there. One always comments. She says in one of my last videos, she says, I would be a nervous wreck. You were so brave. And I told her, I mean, I'm a walking panic attack in these places. I really am. I mean, whoa. See, I just got scared by a bird. There he is. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. I think that was about an insane asylum. That book, I'm not sure. We got fire escape. that doesn't open. Oh, okay, anyways. Okay, hold on a minute, guys. God. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some backtracking here. But no, I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's that adrenaline rush, and it's kind of cool, but it's kind of that ambivalence. I mean, you're scared that you're gonna get caught. You're scared that you're gonna get hurt. That when you do everything right, that something's still gonna go wrong. And I mean, you almost don't have time to really enjoy it, especially when you're doing videos, because you're walking around talking to yourself. But of course, I got to come back and take pictures. But it's very hard to do this in a way where you can just kind of chill and enjoy it. I mean, you're overheated or you're freezing cold if it's cold outside. And everybody has a window. Oh, that's a roof hatch, I think. You have that window, and you don't know how long that window is going to stay open. Yeah, and when I get home, I'm all cocky, and I'm like, I infiltrated the hell out of that place. I did this. I'm so awesome, but the whole time I'm like, I'm such an idiot. And then the video blurs like this, and I don't know why it keeps doing that so bad. And that's just going to upset me, too. Okay. God, that better be a stairway. You're not a stairway. Oh, that's the... Oh, we got the bird. Hey, birdie, I wish I could set you free. I'm just stressing you out. Just being around you, so... I'm not going to spend too much time in here, but I hope you can get out. I think you might have got out. Okay, where did I come from? I came from here. Shit, that door doesn't open. Okay. I need to find some stairs. I hope I didn't trap myself up here. I don't think I did, but I hope I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna pause, so I'll be right back, guys. All right, folks. I've got some good news and some better news and some kind of sad news. The good news is, first of all, I found my light, so I have my big light now. It was exactly where I left it, over by the POE. Better news is that I found my way out. I was upstairs and I forgot there was a staircase kind of midway between the two main exits on each side, and both of those were locked tight, and I was freaking out. I'm like, there's no way those doors closed behind me, and I didn't know it. So I was like, oh crap, I hope and I found like a window that I could jump out of if I needed to. And fortunately, I found my stairway. And then the bad news is this is about the best I can do for a control panel. Right now, I can't get into this little control room. If I find anything else, I might video. Otherwise, this might be the end of the video because I got about a minute left of memory on this camera or this phone. So I'm going to go ahead and do an outro and continue walking through, taking pictures and stuff. So I do hope y'all enjoyed this video. I want to thank y'all for watching. I want to thank you for your subscriptions, your comments. This is C4 Explorer at an abandoned prison with power, with a lot left behind. So I will see y'all next time. Be safe out there. Have fun. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.